It's honestly hilarious to me how these boycotters continue to talk about these games. Despite everything I've said, despite countless business majors and several other business associates telling you why this happens. Did you know that Street Fighter Cross Tekken, one of the quote unquote worst offenders, did you know why they probably did this? It's probably not for the reason you think it is. You see, a lot of people think that they're going to make tons of money off this DLC, which is probably not true in any form of the sense. They'll probably make so little money off that DLC, it's not even worth the upload to Microsoft. But why would they make it then? Why would they charge their consumers and get so much negative attention? Maybe it's to get any attention. Do you realize that they released Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Street Fighter Cross Tekken the same day as Mass Effect 3, Journey, MLB The Show, Unit 13, and what the fuck was that game called? I Am Alive. There's 5 other fucking games coming out this week. How is Street Fighter Cross Tekken, aside from its name, going to get talked about? Who's going to cover it? How are they going to spend advertising that'll rival Mass Effect 3? How are they going to compete with I Am Alive, which is spammed all over the Xbox dashboard? How are they going to compete with Sony on their own platform when they're releasing 3 fucking games this week? How are they going to compete? Who's going to talk about them? They're already in a niche genre. What, is Shuriken going to do all the advertising for them? The Shuriken forums, that's where they're going to get everything? Think about this. How did Street Fighter beat out all these other games? A baseball game, America's Pastime, beat out. Unit 13, a shooter, beat out. Journey, a huge PSN game by one of the most respected developers in the PSN community, it beat it out. I Am Alive, part of Microsoft's fucking block party, spammed all over my dashboard. I can't even turn on my Xbox without seeing it. It beat it out. How? How did Street Fighter get so much attention to rival Mass Effect 3, the biggest release this week? How are they going to get people to talk about their game? Did you ever stop and think that they purposely locked out this content so that people could have discussions about their game? It's probably not the case, but you got to admit, if it wasn't for that, if they didn't lock out that content, how many people would be talking about Street Fighter? Why is it that when I go onto YouTube, Mass Effect 3 and Street Fighter spam up my timeline and I've maybe seen 1 or 2 videos about Unit 13? I've seen no videos about Journey, and I've seen 2 videos about I Am Alive. And MLB The Show, I saw an unboxing. And I subscribe to a lot of people. How is Street Fighter and Mass Effect dominating in terms of mind share and talking? Well, most of these videos about Street Fighter have been about the DLC. So they have all this free advertising just because they did something. And the mindshare has made it seem that 4 other games didn't even fucking come out. Like, if I go on Twitter, if I go on Facebook, if I go anywhere, it's Street Fighter and Mass Effect. Street Fighter has usually bad stuff talking about it, but I haven't heard shit about Journey pretty much. I haven't heard anything about I Am Alive. MLB The Show I've heard very little about. Because of your bitching, Street Fighter completely outshadowed a shitload of games. You're the reason that they do this, probably. Because they get so much fucking publicity out of it. Capcom has never received this much exposure. You're the reason. You are. They're not going to make any money off this locking out shit. Like it's not even gonna pay for the upload to Microsoft servers or Sony servers. Well, I think Sony, they let you do your own servers, but still, it's not gonna pay for that. They're gonna not gonna get any money pretty much out of that. The amount of mindshare and advertising provided by you people is the reason they probably do this. I mean, come on. 3 first party Sony games outshadowed by a third party game on their own platforms. Think about it. Samuel out.